Apparently, it's pretty prevalent custom to break a plate at a wedding. I saw an article on breaking the glass under the chuppah, at the end of the chuppah, and the author compared it to the German Polterabend. It's a pre-wedding custom of breaking pottery and porcelain. It's for good luck, warding off evil spirits, and marking marriage transition. So I started kind of looking more into this. Czech weddings, a plate is broken, the couple sweeps the pieces together. Why? The shards bring happiness, and that sweeping together symbolizes marital cooperation. Armenian weddings, a plate may be broken before entering the new home or hall, casting out evil before entering the home. The Greek culture, obviously plate smashing is connected with celebration and warding off evil. Eastern European folklore, broken dishes, shards are often associated with luck or protection. So it's a prevalent thing. Now, what makes it more Jewish is that we have to do it for our specific reasons. So we mentioned two categories of reasons why one might break the plate. What are we talking about breaking the plate? We're talking about when the mothers break the plate at the t'naim, at the ceremony before the wedding, at the two. Yeah, at the divorce. So there's different. Some people do it at divorce, or at the wedding itself. There's different times that people do it. But who did it? The mothers broke. Yeah. So why? What are the reasons we brought? There's two categories. One is that it's supposed to limit the happiness. Okay, so Jewish people, we want to be happy, but we can never be too happy. We always have to find something wrong. No, I was joking. That's not the reason. But it seems similar to that. In the Gemara, there was a great celebration, and the rabbi broke something to remind everybody that we shouldn't be too frivolous. So that seems to be like one of the reasons. Another piece of this, and this is brought in, this all goes back to the Tosfot Yom Tov in the 17th century. He says another reason is that it's to remember the destruction of the temple. So those are two pieces, like to remember something, to stop the simcha, right? But a whole other category of reasons why it's done, and this seems to be the commonly offered reason, is that it symbolizes the binding status of the t'naim, of the document that's being signed at that moment. You break the plate, and that says, just as this plate, which it specifically is from earthenware, that can't be properly mended back together. If you have glass, you can heat it up and then put it back together. But earthenware is very difficult to put back together. You could glue it or whatever, but it doesn't look the same. So just like this can never be put back together, so too this is a binding nature, and this is something you can't renege upon, go back upon. So those are the categories of reasons for it. Now, who breaks the plate? So, what have you seen at weddings? Always the mothers. So technically, it doesn't have to be the mothers, and it seems to be dependent on the reason. If the reason is that it's to disturb the simcha, like to not be too happy, or to celebratory, or to remember the Beit HaMikdash, what does it matter who does it? You just need something broken. But if the reason is it's about the binding nature of the t'naim, which is like the parents are obligating themselves to support the kids, so it makes sense that one of the parents would break it. Now, why specifically the mothers? There's different reasons that are offered. The mother builds the home. I saw Rav Heinemann. He says that because everyone has something to do, so we want to offer an opportunity for the mothers to be involved as well, even though it could technically be the father as well. And technically, the Piskei Tshuva says it could be anybody. It could be anybody. It could be the Chatan, it could break it. But in practice, the mothers break the plate. I just want to offer you one more thing. So we said that those two reasons, we talked about this last time, I just want to review it. Those two reasons, to limit the simcha, or to establish the binding nature of the t'naim, of the document that's being signed at that moment, those two reasons can impact a few things connected to the custom of breaking the plate. Here's just a few of them. So the Nitei Gavriel says that at a second marriage, you don't need to break a plate. He says if you understand the reason that's all about simcha, you have to limit the simcha, the happiness. Well, at a second marriage, it's not as celebratory as the first one. So he says for that reason, you may not need to break a plate. He says you don't need to break a plate based on that at the second marriage. The same author said that you should say Mazel Tov at the end of the breaking of the plate, which You've seen that, right? Mazel tov, right? If the reason is about breaking the plate for the sake of remembering the Beit HaMikdash, what's the mazel tov around that, right? Mazel tov, we have to remember the Beit HaMikdash, we're in mourning. So it seems to be based on that which he puts forward that you should say mazel tov seems to be the reasons because you're establishing the binding nature of the document. So the same author said both the reasons, and the real bottom line is that all the reasons are correct. We do it for all the reasons. So he upholds both the reasons.